Rare Minerals is an advanced stage development company that's developing its heavy rare earth deposit in Quebec. Quest right now is focused on this deposit, which is the Strange Lake, the B-Zone deposit to be exact, which hosts some of the heaviest rare earths globally. Very few deposits host such a simple geology and really with such high grades and size that will benefit the world and really supply a great solution that is lacking on the rare earth space. And not many deposits host a deposit that Quest has with the size that it has and the caliber to produce the critical rare earths that are deemed to be very essential to from governments to many end users, and really what's going to be focus of topics to come would be the stockpile of such critical rare earths for many years to come. When you look at the rare earth space and where it really began, it was really in 2010 when the market gave a lot of attention due to the Chinese export quotas, and the prices really became parabolic at that stage. Quest is very well financed to go to the bankable stage with this project. Our PFS, which is scheduled to come out in the second half of 2012, is expected to create a lot more attention to the company, especially from end users and those that are actually looking to use the products that Quest will deliver. And when you look at the supply chain factor, there will be a shortfall of many critical heavy rare earths that Quest is very well enriched and endowed to deliver to the market. The U.S. Department of Energy has a list of critical rare earths that Quest can easily feed into and really be a supplier for many, many years to come. The mine life is well over 140 years. We're focused on the assets and really discovering and understanding the financials for the first 25 years, which has proven to be quite economic. Quest is a dually listed company, both in Toronto and New York, the Amex side, and we're developing this asset, as mentioned, for production in 2017. What really differentiates the heavy rare earths from the light rare earths, first, obviously the weight factor. Heavies are much heavier. Pricing, that's what everyone's focused on. The prices of the heavy rare earths are much greater, really due to the fact that supply is not there. When you look at the China factor that everyone talks about, China produces 97% of the world's rare earths. Of that 97%, a very small percentage, maybe 1 or 2%, is actually the heavy rare earths. And they do not have capabilities to feed into the world demand for the heavy rare earths that is about to really take off due to various incentives to better environmental factors. So hybrid cars, for example, we're seeing that in developing countries and even in developed countries that are really becoming the way of the future for environmental factors, cost factors, and really our plans to go into a much greener economy. So really, heavy rare earths, dysprosium, for example, really feeds into that market. And Rare Minerals, with our B-Zone deposit, we're very much able to feed into that supply chain and benefit from a growing market, both in North America and globally. You look at automotive companies around the world, they're very focused on having a supply chain of rare earths, especially heavy rare earths, for many years to come to feed into plans that they've taken, their innovations that require such rare earths, and they need a steady supply chain without a price disruption that we saw in 2010. And that's how Quest can feed into this market and benefit greatly in the years to come. Well, the metallurgy tells you that you can achieve your end result, which is have separated products and have products that could go to the market at an economic level. The metallurgy of rare earth deposits, they're all very different, all very unique, and that's what really separates one project from another. It's really understanding how to formulate your metallurgy and take it to the next level. On May 15th, Rare Minerals announced one of its results of its metallurgy that really enabled us to work much more effectively and go forward in discovering a lot of our metallurgic solutions. By doing that, you have to have great people on your team. Colin Lindsay is the VP of Operation, as well George Potter, who came onto the board last October, bringing people that have built mines and people that have worked in such complex operations. It really enables the company to process its metallurgy at a rapid time and work effectively in going to the next step. So Quest is very advanced in its metallurgy and working very efficiently in delivering what really the market needs to see and what end users need to see. The many benefits of an exploration company, an advanced exploration company, or a development company in Quebec is one being the tax benefits of working in Quebec. Any dollar that we put into the ground for our exploration, we benefit by receiving many tax incentives. In these tough economic times, having money that's geared back from the government is second to none, and essentially you can't buy that in any other jurisdiction. Quebec is viewed globally by many different institutes as being one of the best places and the best places around to actually work from day one to a development company. The Fraser Institute has ranked Quebec number one 3 consecutive years going back in the past several years, and currently ranked number 5. And being in the top 5 for so many years is not many jurisdictions could actually say that. The B zone is located in Quebec, 100% owned by Quest, fully on the Quebec side, which gives us many benefits of Plan Nord. Plan Nord is something that was put together by Quebec government to really put Quebec on the map, allow governments of around the world, multinationals and corporations to really understand how enriched Quebec is in such great minerals, especially the heavy rare earth minerals and the deposit that's at Quebec that could be a big supply globally to assets and to a solution that there is no answer for. So the benefit of the Quebec government really being there when the time comes, and you have to be very selective in when you work with the government because every project is different. So having really a nourishment of the government behind us when the time is ready is very important. Quebec really has been on the map for many years as being the elite place for mining for politically favoredness, the tax jurisdiction, and has garnered a lot of investment globally just because of its past previous successes.